Maya stood beside the front door with the suitcase in her hand. Behind her, her husband Daniel sat silently at the kitchen table. For months, their marriage had felt empty. Daniel came home late. He barely spoke. He stopped buying flowers. He stopped taking Maya out. And whenever she tried to talk about their relationship, he simply said, "I'm tired." That night, Maya finally broke. "I can't live like this anymore." Daniel looked at her. For a few seconds, neither of them spoke. Then Maya picked up her suitcase. "I think you stopped loving me a long time ago." Daniel lowered his eyes, and instead of stopping her, he whispered, "Maybe you're right." Maya walked out, and Daniel didn't follow. The next morning, Maya woke up at her sister's house. For the first time in years, Daniel wasn't beside her. She expected him to call. He didn't. She waited until afternoon. Nothing. By evening, anger had replaced sadness. He really doesn't care, she told herself. But what Maya didn't know was that Daniel had spent the entire night sitting alone in their apartment. He opened a drawer. Inside was a small notebook. On the first page, he had written, "Everything I'm doing is for Maya." For the past year, Daniel had been working 2 jobs, his regular job during the day and construction work at night. He was exhausted because he was saving money, not for himself, for Maya. Months earlier, Maya had quietly told him about her dream. She wanted to open a small bakery. Daniel remembered every detail, the location she liked, the equipment she wanted, even the color she wanted for the walls. But Maya never knew that Daniel had been secretly saving for it. He had stopped buying expensive clothes. He stopped going out with friends. He even sold his old motorcycle. Every dollar went into the same savings account, the account Maya knew nothing about. 3 days after Maya left, Daniel became sick from exhaustion. His sister found him at home and took him to the hospital. Before going inside, Daniel handed her an envelope. "If Maya comes back, give this to her." That evening, Maya received a phone call. It was Daniel's sister. "Maya, you need to come to the hospital." Maya's heart dropped. She rushed there. When she arrived, she saw Daniel sleeping in a hospital bed. He looked completely exhausted. His sister handed Maya the envelope. "Daniel wanted you to have this." Maya opened it. Inside was a handwritten letter. It said, "Maya, I'm sorry you thought I stopped loving you." She continued reading. "I didn't know how to tell you what I was doing because I wanted to surprise you." Then she saw a bank statement. Maya's eyes filled with tears. The account contained almost all of Daniel's savings, and the account name was Maya's Bakery. Maya couldn't stop crying. She remembered every night she had accused Daniel of not caring, every dinner where she complained that he was distant, every time she thought his silence meant he had stopped loving her. But his silence had meant something completely different. He had been tired because he was fighting for their future. Maya walked into Daniel's hospital room. When he opened his eyes, she sat beside him. "I was wrong." Daniel looked away. Maya held his hand. "You were trying to build my dream." She began crying. "And I thought you were abandoning me." Daniel squeezed her hand. "I should have told you." Maya shook her head. "No." She smiled through her tears. "I should have asked." Several months later, Maya stood outside a small bakery. A new sign hung above the door. "Maya's." She turned around. Daniel was standing behind her. He was healthier now. And this time, Maya didn't let him stay silent. She walked over and hugged him. "I don't need you to surprise me anymore." Daniel smiled. "I know. Just talk to me." "I will." They opened the bakery together. It wasn't a perfect marriage. They still argued. They still misunderstood each other sometimes. But they learned something that changed everything. Love isn't always loud. Sometimes love looks like flowers. Sometimes it looks like a hug. And sometimes it looks like someone coming home exhausted every night because they're secretly trying to build the future you once dreamed about. Maya thought she had left a husband who didn't love her. Instead, she discovered she had almost walked away from the man who had been sacrificing everything for her. And sometimes, before you give up on someone, you should ask what they're fighting for.